Coming up on this week's news, electricians must only install EV chargers, heat pumps and batteries that are smart, says the UK government. Technical experts make big changes to the fire kit installation standard, and Octopus unveils the UK's first unlimited EV charging tariff. Welcome to Electrical News Weekly, whether you're listening in the van, on site or down at the wholesale counter. I'm Joe Robinson, and I've been through the best of the electrical industry news to save you the trouble. And if you think you've spotted the two words that I've been challenged to slip into this week's show, comment with them below for the chance to win a prize. The UK government has stipulated that electricians must only install Smart Kit from 2027. The Energy Smart Appliances rules announced by the Department for Energy Security and Net Zero mandate that EV chargers, battery packs and heat pumps must have intelligent functionality by then. Also covered are connected washing machines, fridges and storage heaters. The reason is twofold. First, the government wants the loads to be flexibly controlled by grid operators and energy suppliers to manage demand, but it says this must be done with the informed consent of householders. The latter must also retain the right to set parameters and override the automated controls. So for instance, an ESA compliant car charger could power a battery up when power is cheap. The energy firm could then pause the charging when the grid is under stress, but it can't overrule the customer's preference, which could be to have the car fully charged by 8 AM. The second reason for the regs is that ministers want equipment to be able to withstand a serious cyber attack, possibly from a hostile state. For this, the law says the products must comply with the European cyber standard EN 303645. Among other things, the standard requires that equipment connects to time-based tariffs with a random offset. This prevents kit across the UK switching at exactly the same time and creating problems for the grid. Swedish heat pump manufacturer IRA welcomed the regulations as brilliant news for the trade. Energy Minister Michael Shanks said the new standards bring what he termed a common sense approach to smart appliances by ensuring different brands and models can operate across different energy suppliers. The rules are currently voluntary, but are set to become law by 2027. The unveiling of the Energy Smart Appliances legislation comes as Octopus Energy announced the UK's first unlimited EV charging tariff. Under the plan, dubbed Intelligent Drive Pack, vehicle owners will pay £30 a month for unrestricted power. All the customer needs is a working smart meter and one of almost 280 compatible EV brands and chargers installed at home. The subscription covers smart charging for one electric car scheduled by Octopus, usually overnight. Customers can choose a ready buy time between 4 AM and 11 AM. Those who want to charge during unscheduled hours can use a boost function on their app to charge at their normal home energy rate. If you need to charge up outside the home, there's good news this week. The UK has hit the milestone of 100,000 charges on public roads. You might say there is now a plethora of charges. One is now being installed every 13 minutes. The news has boosted hopes that the country will reach its 2030 target of 300,000 public units. Tying in neatly to all of this is ChargeMate's latest innovation, the Libra Dynamic Load Balancer, which is now available through Kelvilec Electrical Supplies. The Libra DLB helps manage energy distribution across multiple EV chargers, supporting third-party hardware via OCPP integration, ideal for busy commercial sites. And there's more. ChargeMate will be joining us live on eFix TV on May the 28th, where we'll dive into how Libra fits into the wider EV infrastructure puzzle. Don't miss it. Big changes to the fire equipment standard comes into effect this week. The updates to BS 5839 include 9 major amendments to the design and installation of alarms and detection systems. There are 8 changes to maintenance and servicing guidance and 4 to certificates and paperwork. As well as clarifying that red cable should be used for mains power, the standard stipulates that for L4 systems there should now be detection on the top of lift shafts. Toilet lobbies too now need detectors. A new sticker must be placed on the front of the panel stating the alarm has an active connection to fire and rescue service. The reason is to cut down on false alarms. Service intervals remain at 6 months but now have flexibility to be 5 or 7 months. Previously, exceeding 6 months was non-compliant. You must remove all redundant systems such as dead circuits, old detectors and call points, and all interfaces must now be accessible for service. This means they can't be hidden within other control panels such as the lift controls. You can now write the battery fitted date directly on the battery with a Sharpie. This was previously not allowed. And finally, all certification based on the model certs in BS 5839 must now be updated, as the whole document now uses different paragraph numbering compared to the old standard. I've put a link to the full checklist in the show notes. Thanks to roving correspondent Sergio Fernandez of Costa del Watford for alerting us to that. In product news, global technology brand Anker Solix has given the traditional battery pack a makeover. The X1 looks like something Apple's Steve Jobs would have come up with. It boasts a slim profile, cool blue display panel and breathing LED glow. Gordon grabbed a sample and put it through its paces this week to see if the spec matched up to its good looks. I've put a link to his explainer video in the show notes. The company is looking for electricians to sign up to an installation partners program, so if you like what you see, get your name down. Again, the link is in the show notes. You can see the X1 in the flesh at the upcoming Inter Solar event in Munich from the 7th to the 9th of May. Pop to the Anchor stand, see the unit, and you might find Gary and Gordon drifting around the show wondering where the nearest beer keller is. I know that isn't the challenge word this week, and yes, I had to Google it. Apparently it's a chain of pubs. Feel free to educate me in the comments if you know better. Now, welcome to our Electrical News Weekly feature where we focus on a specific product area. This week we're shining a light on LED lighting and controls. First up is Paul Russell's. The range includes a huge selection of LED lamps including GU10s, GLS and golf balls. The brand's LED downlights feature switchable colour temperatures and fire ratings. Also popular is Paul Russell's floodlights, which are rated at IP65 and have optional onboard PIR sensors. The firm's LED battens can toggle between 3 colour temperatures and are suitable for utility areas, commercial environments and industrial applications. The lights come with warranties of up to 7 years. BEG has introduced a motion-controlled wall light for domestic applications. The elegant Allium Glow features selectable accent lighting in 8 colours. It's also electronically and mechanically adjustable. It has no fewer than 4 different integrated PIR sensors covering a 180-degree detection range and ensuring there are no blind spots. It also has what the company terms creep protection, as it detects people directly underneath it. The range is adjustable from 3 to 6 metres. The detector is electronically and mechanically adjustable and is controllable via Bluetooth using the BEG One app. It comes in 2 RAL colours, black and white. Systech has unveiled a high-end lighting controller dubbed the Black Edition. The firm describes it as its most refined and versatile lighting control solution to date. The panel boasts custom finishes, engraving, soft back button illumination and screwless fixing. The Black Edition is available in configurations from 4 to 18 circuits of trailing edge dimming. Multiple panels can be seamlessly connected to create bigger systems. Alongside trailing and leading edge dimming, the Black Edition supports 0 to 10 volts, DALI and pulse width modulation. The system also enables relay control, window blind automation, timed underfloor and towel rail switching, occupancy and daylight sensing, and full HVAC integration. And it looks pretty cool too. Founded in 2021, British brand Enkin has quickly earned a reputation for solving the compatibility issues that plague traditional dimmers. Co-founded by electrician Joshua Hamilton, Enkin's mission is to deliver high-quality dimming modules that are easy to install, safe and ultra-reliable. Their award-winning dimmers feature push-button setup in just 15 seconds, support both trailing and leading-edge modes, and are compatibility tested with over 60 leading luminaire brands. Designed with reduced housing size and oversized terminals, they're ideal for quick, secure installations across a wide range of switch types. Enkin modules are completely silent, flicker-free, and use soft start technology to extend LED lifespan. Safety is built in with overload and short-circuit protection, a soft resettable thermal fuse, and large heat sinks for long-term reliability. With a focus on customizable ambience and dependable performance, Enkin is leading the future of lighting control. You'll find full details at enkin.com. Still on smart dimmers, hugely respected brand Vari-Light has launched the V-Pro multi-way dimming system. Unlike conventional dimmers, this enables dimming from both positions on a 2-way circuit and dimming from all 3 positions on an intermediate circuit, all with no additional wiring. They're available as separate modules or in a 2-way or 3-way kit form. The modules can also be retrofitted into any existing dimmer plates. The units boast smooth dimming, silent operation, adjustable minimum and maximum brightness, as well as 3 different driving modes to optimize lamp performance and life. Hive is setting up a club for installers of its smart home kit. By joining, you'll enjoy exclusive rewards, free online training and accreditation, and tech support. So if you're one of those electricians who has installed kit in one of the 2 million homes in the UK running Hive, then this is the club for you. I've put a link in the show notes where you can register to be one of the first to join. HighSpec is currently marketing a range of portable site lighting and 110-volt work lights aimed at the electrical trade. The luminaires are super tough and rugged and designed to be adjustable so you get the perfect light level. Some options are rechargeable so you won't need any on-site power. The series includes floodlights, portable work lights and festoon lighting. Gap Lighting is the firm behind the sophisticated SmartSync control system. This offers seamless control, automation and compatibility with Alexa, Google Home and other smart platforms. The company, which lit the O2 Arena in London as well as a host of cathedrals and universities, has also developed a range of LED strip lighting which are colour tunable with either red, green and blue or cool to warm white. There's also fire rated downlights, exterior, commercial and decorative luminaires and smart switches and drivers. One eFix viewer who needed Gap's help recently had only words of praise for the brand. David Ray said that in the cold, dark and mostly silent space that passes for customer service these days, these people are shining supernovas. His words. Can't really say better than that, can you? And speaking of champagne supernovas, a reminder that there's still time to enter NVC Lighting sales promo with a top prize of tickets to see Oasis. The campaign, which runs until the end of May, rewards you for your purchases. For spends of £250, you get a £5 Greggs voucher. For £400, it's a £10 voucher. And there's also 15 prizes a month in Amazon vouchers. All entries go into a draw for Oasis tickets. I've put a link to the competition in the show notes. And off the back of lighting and controls, the results from last week's question of the week is in. It was taken from our free training package on Part L, made in partnership with Lutron, and asked the question, if a space is daylit, what type of control should be used? The correct answer is, of course, photoelectric dimming. And on YouTube, a mere 44% of people got it right, while over on LinkedIn, we got up to the giddy heights of 63%. So well done to you folks. But based on those figures, it might be a good idea for everyone to check that free training package out from Lutron. I'll leave a link in the show notes. That's our Electrical News weekly roundup of products that we think deserve some attention. Next week, it's Gary's favourite subject, software and apps. And speaking of Gary, he's been out and about supporting colleges on behalf of eFix. Last week, he went to Southport College to meet up with staff and students, accompanied by the ever-brilliant Chris Horn, the Joe Pesci of the electrical industry. The technical focus was on DC leakage and selecting the right RCD for the job, while on the personal development front, conversation was had on maximising time spent at college and progression within the industry. Thanks for hosting us, Southport. A great time was had by all. And our usual reminder that we're in the market for your stories, your projects and your recommendations, as we'd like to share them with the wider eFix community. Over the next few weeks, we'll be featuring software and apps, circuit protection and sustainability. So send us pictures of your installs or let us know if you've come across any new kit or companies that are making your job easier, or any products that you think deserve a shout out. And just before we get to your favourite bit of the show where I reveal last week's challenge words and winners, we want to thank our premium partners. We couldn't make the news without you. First up, they're the people who've created the Swiss Army knife of solar inverters, along with all-weather batteries, very much the Boy Scouts of the solar industry. It's Sunsync. Doubling down on terminal screws in their top quality circuit protection products and building innovative isolating units with built-in surge protection, it's Whitecliffe Electrical Distribution, and empowering their customers to harness power through light with their intelligent energy solutions, solar technology and advanced lighting systems, it's Ledvance. And now, suspend your disbelief like you suspend a cable tray. If you need to get any piece of building services equipment into the air and keep it there, then check out ZipClip. With their new award-winning Lumo consumer unit and offering complete product support from their highly trained team, it's CPN QDIS. Don't forget to use the code EFIX30 to claim your 30% discount on top quality light fittings from Philips and EcoLink. Download the LumExpert app today and make your life easier and less expensive. It's the light of our lives, Signify. And the best thing to come out of Yorkshire since stainless steel, the home of EV Ultra and other groundbreaking and quality products, it's Doncaster Cables. Click the links in the show notes to find out more about these great brands. If you think you know the words that I've smuggled into this week's show, pop your guess into the comments. We'll take all the correct guesses and select one at random to be the winner of an eFix goodie bag prize. Answers submitted after about lunchtime on the Thursday after release will not be entered into the draw. Now let's reveal the winners of last week's challenge word competition. Last week's words were lobster and tomfoolery, and we got correct guesses submitted on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube and, believe it or not, TikTok. That's right, the news is available on TikTok now. The winner to be plucked from our electronic hat was Gary Pinney, who boxed very cleverly and put his right answer on both LinkedIn and Facebook, which meant he doubled his chance of winning. And it paid off. Before anyone gets peevish, remember, there's nothing in the rules against it. So well done to you, Gary. Make sure you click the Get Involved link in the show notes to claim your prize. Thanks for listening to this episode of Electrical News Weekly. Make sure you subscribe to receive the next update. Thanks for listening, and until next time, have a great week. Stay safe out there. And remember, there's no such thing as a torque calibrated arm.